Hello and welcome back to this channel, providing the compressor unit of criticism in the industrial fridge of discourse. And once again, I remind you to subscribe and leave a comment, and also buy my new book, The Body in the Mobile Library and Other Stories. A great literary experience can be yours for the price of a latte. Two lattes in a Danish. Look, for the price of something else, something that doesn't benefit me, this beautiful collection of short stories can be yours for the whole family to enjoy. The first Inside Out took us into the Mission Control Operations Center within the mind of a kid and showed us the 5 emotions amusingly piloting her every decision. Joy, fear, rage, disgust, and sadness, as well as all sorts of dizzyingly intricate detail about memory balls and personality islands. Now the sequel upgrade, Inside Out 2, brings us up to the teen years with a whole bunch of new emotions. There are some laughs, but it sees the teen transition in terms of a moral crisis, of abandoning and then reclaiming the niceness of childhood innocence. It's a little bit convoluted and repetitive, and in its sanitized, Disneyfied way, this film can't quite bring itself to mention the most important new teen emotion of all. Have the grown-ups in charge of this film really forgotten?
You aren't packed yet?
I'm the worst!
Overreact much?
I barely touched it.
Let the professional handle this.
I'm too gross to go anywhere ever again! Well, that's a preview of the next 10 years.
The original film's smartest gags was that the story stopped just before the puberty crisis, represented by an alarm-red panic button on the dashboard, when all the worries and upheavals we'd just been through would be supplanted by an unimaginably painful new array of problems. Well, now that moment has arrived. Riley, voiced by Kensington Tullman, is now 13 years old with what looks like a microscopic zit on her chin that apparently doesn't bother her in the least. She's due to start high school and, along with her 2 best friends, is heading off to a prestigious ice hockey camp. But when Riley discovers these 2 girls have kept a secret from her, she is upset and confused and figures she has to outgrow them and start hanging out instead with the hockey camp's super cool older stars, led by Valentina Val Ortiz, voiced by Lily Marr, which in turn upsets her old friends. Meanwhile, the 5 emotions in charge, led by the boosterish Joy, voiced by Amy Poehler, are alarmed to find the tiniest touch on the controls triggers a disproportionate response in the once level-headed Riley. They get tearful fits and tantrums. To their horror, moreover, a whole new bunch of teen emotions have barged in, including anxiety, Maya Hawke, and, hilariously, a dismissive ennui, Adele Exarchopoulos. These new emotions wrestle the old guard for control of Riley's soul. But you can spend a lot of time in this film waiting for the arrival of the most relevant teen emotion of all, love. We find that Riley's inner imaginative landscape actually features a huge Mount Crushmore with 4 indistinct faces, but that's as far as it goes. Could it be that this film is squeamish about the reality of teen experience, or just didn't want to get involved in any new heteronormative identity debate? I wonder. Either way, Inside Out 2's view of growing up has nothing in it as powerful or as real as the When She Loved Me song from Toy Story 2, but there are a lot of entertaining moments, including a great demonstration of what sulky teen sarcasm does to the tectonic plates of your emotional geology. And Joy herself has a vivid crisis of authority. She says, maybe this is what happens to you when you grow up. You feel less joy. Not at all, of course. It's just a different kind of joy. Perhaps Inside Out 3, about Riley's college years, will bring us closer to it. That'll have to be it. Please remember to give this vlog a like and a share. Also subscribe to this channel. And please also, please buy my new book, a collection of short fiction called The Body in the Mobile Library and Other Stories. My next reading is at Greenhouse Books in Stockport on July the 20th. More details soon. See you next week.